Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Good morning. As I mentioned, it is your Thursday. It's the Call Flo Radio Show. The number 434-394-0924. That's the number if you want to participate. And I believe we have our first caller here. But first I want to introduce, I've got Noah pacing back and forth. Good morning, Noah Massage.
Good morning, Chris. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. We'll get into what happened to you
sure. Yeah, no problem.
a little bit later in the show. But right now
Sure.
we'll take our first caller here. I bet it's Henry.
I have a feeling it may be.
It may be. Good morning. You're on the air.
Well, good morning. So are you.
I know that.
Yes. I'm happy that you finally found out.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And your buddy there, he doesn't look any better than usual, but he still looks, so that's what counts.
Oh, yeah. Noah is here. Bless his heart. Yes, he is.
All right. You know, it's strange, but I was born on my birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and you say, well, what are the chances that would happen?
I know.
I don't know. It's really odd.
It
but
is. Yeah.
I know a number of people were born on their birthdays.
Yeah.
It's amazing how it works out.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about a young man who would only kiss his girlfriend after dark. She was so ugly, he waited till he couldn't see her to kiss her.
Oh, that's bad.
That was bad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was worse than bad.
Oh.
There was a guy that always cleaned his watch and his clocks, and he used dial detergent.
You use dial detergent. I love that. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. When a tooth became hollow, we would fill it at the filling station with Crown.
With Crown?
You remember Crown gas?
I do. I do remember. Yes.
Ah, okay. I know there used to be a station in Farmville.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a while back, though, that the moon was bankrupt because it just spent its last quarter.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. One time I sat up all night trying to figure out where the sun went when it went down.
Mm-hmm.
And it finally dawned on me.
Yeah. All right.
Yes. Now, the little boy did not admit to swallowing the dollar bill.
Mm-hmm.
He just passed the buck.
Oh, Henry.
He wouldn't admit anything.
All right. You didn't have to
Yeah.
after a while, did he? All came out in the wash. Is that right?
There you go.
So to speak.
They said he was such a jackass they made him engineer on the mule train.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Anyway, when he milked the cow, he utterly used the mainstream
Mm-hmm.
and never acted like a jerk.
Oh, dear. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he did have a lot of pull.
Okay.
Yeah. I never could draw people, but I could draw water,
Oh, okay.
especially after we had a well put in.
Mm-hmm.
Made it a lot easier to draw water. We used to get our water at home from the spring
Mm-hmm.
in the summer, the fall, and the winter. We went to the spring.
That's right.
Yeah. Let's see. It depends on words are funny things.
Mm-hmm.
The word bullwhip, that's what people used to use
Mm-hmm.
bulls would hook these steers up to the wagon,
Mm-hmm.
and they called them a bullwhip,
Right.
And I saw a bull whip another bull one time.
You did. Wow.
Yeah,
Probably
he
over.
was so
Yeah,
he was
probably
really
overrated.
cowardly.
He was what?
He was really cowardly.
Oh, okay.
Cowardly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
The best way to do a tailspin is to sit in a mudslide.
To sit in a mud spot. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I heard about a counterfeiter that asked an old country boy one time if he could change his $20 bill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the guy was a counterfeiter. So the country boy said, "Yes, indeed, I can take care of that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like 2 6s and 1 8, or would you prefer 2 8s and 1 4?"
Okay. That's good. That's good.
He wasn't such a dumb old country boy anyway, was
I
he?
mean, no. He knew his figures all right.
Yeah. Seriously speaking, Raymond Garrett of Richmond was married to my oldest sister, Marie. Now, Marie is still living, lives in the Willis Mountain area,
Mm-hmm.
where Marie and Raymond spent their last few years in retirement. But Ray was a good musician. His chief instrument was the steel guitar,
Mm-hmm.
and he played all over the U.S. with 2 or 3 different artists from the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh, how
And
nice.
And he did that for some 15 years. And his younger brother Dave Garrett, was one of the best banjo players I've ever heard. And I was real partial to him. And so, but anyway, Raymond got sick, and he passed away. and he went to heaven. He went to heaven, and while he was there, Ray saw his mother and his younger brother Clarky, for they had both died several years prior.
Mm-hmm.
But they never saw Ray. But he was there and he saw them. And after that, an unseen person or an unseen voice told Ray that his mission on Earth was not yet completed. And he didn't want to come back, but he did.
Oh, really?
He came back and lived a few more years and gave his testimony wherever he had the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So, and his widow, my sister Marie,
Mm-hmm.
is still living in the, as I said, in the Willis Mountain area. And but Ray played all over the United States
That's wonderful.
with several different artists. I was always special to his brother Dave Garrett,
Mm-hmm.
who just about every time he'd enter the state banjo picking contest, he'd win. When it was done by the official Virginia Folk Music Association Incorporated,
Right.
and every year we would have these things happen. We'd have the state championship in the later years at Chase City under the pavilion. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a musical family.
It was.
Clyde Garrett.
Yes.
Clyde Garrett also, and his brother played. Clyde plays banjo, and other members of his family also play instruments.
Mm-hmm.
There was an old song that an old saying, excuse me, that he was so funny when he threw the axe at me, I thought I'd split.
That is funny.
And then a guy built a house that had so many wings it flew away.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I had a friend of mine that ate so much cornbread, his voice became husky.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can understand that.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
That's great.
I had a friend that tried ground beef, but it had too much ground in it.
You mean too much ground in it, too much dirt.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I understand. All right.
Well, anyway, I've used up my time and part of yours.
That's all right.
So I hope tomorrow to have another testimony to give to you.
That would be nice.
So anybody like to question or talk about any of these things, my number is 414-0096.
Okay.
One more time, 414-0096. And I would love to talk to you. And hopefully we'll be talking to you again tomorrow.
Okay, Henry. Thank you so much. We'll
All
look
right,
forward to
thanks.
that. All right. Take care.
God bless.
All right. You too.
Bye-bye.
Right. That's Henry.
The one and only Henry Fulcher.
That's right. Yeah. Lines are open, 434-394-0924. It is 21 and a half minutes after 8 o'clock. And Noah,
Yeah. Yes, Chris.
you have to tell us about your adventure last night
Yeah, well,
and this morning. I mean, you were talking about your car.
it
I
was.
think it's time
yeah.
for you to trade that in.
Well, no, the thing is, I was trying to sell it before something like this happened,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately,
All right.
it's too late
Yeah.
on the trigger on that one.
All right.
Well, co-hosted the Farmville 15.
How was that?
It was great. We had a comedian, a really great comedian from Richmond come out.
Oh, good.
I think he's worked on like Kimmel, maybe not on Kimmel, but like behind the scenes of Kimmel, Jimmy Kimmel Live and stuff. So anyways, that was great. Great performers all around. Good night. Well, I was on my way home, and my car got a flat. The thump, the whole classic.
How far out were you?
I was dropping off a friend of mine, and I pulled up right to his house, and I just felt the bump. So I was like, let me just pull into in the driveway. I got a spare. They'll be fine.
Yeah, just change
It's no
the
big
spare.
deal.
Right.
So anyways, this happens, and the tire was like, I've had flat tires. This thing was like shot, like it exploded. There was like metal wires poking out, and
You didn't have any indication that it was going to.
Oh, well, that's the thing. It was a ticking time bomb. I didn't want to change the tires before I wanted to sell the car and be like, hey, you need new tires. I didn't want to be like.
You better put new tires on it and say, hey, this has got new tires.
But I'm still not going to make the money from I don't know. So anyways, I'm like, it's midnight, Chris. It's so late and it's pitch black, and I have a headlamp on. You know those little lights, and I got one. I'm like a coal miner. Like it's midnight. Everything's black around me. I'm just like got tools of metal and iron in my hands.
And was your friend there to help you?
They weren't there to help me. They told me my friend Austin. He was like, yeah, I just call AA. I don't or whatever it is, AAA. Not Alcoholics Anonymous. He doesn't call that to. Anyways, he calls AAA and he's like, I don't mess around with that. So anyways, he's there for like support, I guess. And so I'm like getting the jack, and some of my tools are there, some of them aren't. So I'm just like trying to work with what I got. Finally get the car up. Finally take the tire off, and I pull out my spare.
Right.
And it looks like it's full, right? It's got like I pushed it. It was like, this feels firm. Right, it feels firm, okay? And so I'm like, I put it on, I throw the lug nuts on, Chris. I tighten the lug nuts, I get it all on there, and I drop the jack down, and Austin was like, he was like, I don't think that thing, I think that tire has problems. And I was like, well, it's my spare, so it shouldn't have problems. And anyways, I even noticed, I was like, this is not this is a bad situation right now. This should not look like this. It was pretty flat, but I was like, it's my spare tire. What are
All
the
it needs is some air, right?
all it needs is some air, right?
Okay.
That's all
Yeah.
So I got an air compressor in my car, right? I got
You got everything.
a mini air compressor.
Those are great.
They're so nice, and they're handy for situations like this.
Mm-hmm.
Your spare maybe lost some air over the years. You just fill it up,
Yeah.
and you're good to go, right?
Right.
So I filled this thing up, Chris.
Yeah.
I fill it up with my air compressor.
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes later, I'm hearing like a hissing noise. I'm like, and I look, and the thing is like I didn't even fill it up. It just dropped immediately again. So not only
You
did
don't
I
have any quick fix or anything
no,
like that?
no, and not only did my not only did my tire go flat, but my spare had a flat in it. So that's just
So
a
you
real
were just flat out of luck.
kick in the schnoz. I don't know. It really burned my rubber. It really grinded my gears. Whatever what have you.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Chris, my friend was like, I can take you home, and I thought to myself, I was like, well, I have a bike at home. I have driven my bike to work before.
Well, why didn't you get Katie up to drive you in?
Well, because she has to go in later, and I didn't want her to wake up at 6 o'clock to take me here to go back to get ready, then to go back to work. It's too much, and I don't like to put people through things like that, Chris. I don't.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, I went ahead. I was like, I'm going to set my clock for 5:30. So it's about a 39-minute bike ride from my house to
He rode
work.
his
I rode my bike
from Worsham
Yeah.
to Farmville.
Yeah. That's what happened. And the funny thing is, I get my bike, and my loft apartment is right next to a gas station. So I get my bike, and I get on it, and I'm like,
Well, don't tell me those
son of a
tires are
gun,
flat.
it's low. The air, there's no air in here. I'm screwed. I am up a creek without a paddle. And so
Okay.
I drive my flat bike tires to the gas station right next to the
Worsham Grocery,
Yes,
yeah.
Worsham Grocery. And I think they installed a new machine, like an air machine. So I went ahead, used that, filled up my bike tires, and I was like, well, better get on the road. I'm losing time here. And so I biked from Worsham Grocery to here, and going down Farmville Road, whatever road that is. I don't know roads.
Yeah, it's Route 15.
Is it Farmville Road?
Yeah.
Okay, 315. There you go.
Route 15.
Yeah,
15.
Route 15. Past the Lowe's, past Sheets, past Starbucks. A little part of me wanted to go in the drive-through, but on my bicycle, like a part of me. But then I was like, I don't have any way to carry anything.
Yeah.
So I drove here on my bike. Took about 35 to 40 minutes. And so I'm a little tired.
I bet you are.
The whole
I bet you need a double espresso.
I had a Red Bull energy drink, like the largest ones they made. I chugged it before I left because I was like, I feel like I'm gonna need it. I don't know if I am, but I just feel like I might need that. And I still feel exhausted. I feel the dread
That's
of
right.
today.
You need a double latte espresso.
Yeah.
Cappuccino.
I need
blah,
like
blah, blah.
grease. I need like some like greasy bacon to like get me into motion again. I'm kind of seized up this morning a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll take another caller here. Good morning. You're on the Call Flo Show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Noah, does your 2008 car have a CD player in it?
It does have a CD player. That's one of the conveniences of today, And
Well, no, all the new ones don't have that.
Oh, are you serious? So, wow. Okay.
No.
Wow.
They don't.
What do they allow? What do they rely on? Like Bluetooth?
Bluetooth mostly.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
What a shame. What a shame. Yeah. I have
You like having that in there?
Yeah, I have a CD collection. I have the Yellow Submarine soundtrack on CD. I have a couple of CDs in my car. I use them from time to time. I like CDs. I think, it's good. It's the last of the, physical media, probably.
I have a whole tower of CDs up in Francis's study. And,
The Farmville Spotlights today.
It is, and I wanted to mention that, but the whole
good.
flat tire thing got me really going.
This too shall pass, Noah.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, I wasn't even that upset. I was just tired. I was like, I just want to go home. Like, I just want to lay in bed. But, we have Hayden Von Cannon, who, believe it or not, he was on the Farmville Spotlight before, but a part of a band, Back Sydney band. He was the violinist.
He's a solo act.
Yeah, so he's going to be doing a solo, kind of talking about how he got into music. It's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to the interview. It's a very, very professional, nice guy, and he plays great violin and great guitar as well. And he even knows how to play the harmonica, but that goes around your neck. I don't know what that's called.
Sort of Bob Dylan style.
Bob Dylan style,
of
yeah.
course.
So he's, multi-talented, and really looking forward to talking to him today. That's going to be from 4 to 5 today.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might call and ask him a question.
You should, yeah, definitely. We would
I might do that.
highly encourage that. If you have any questions for him, give us a call.
We'll have open lines.
We
there
will
for
have
you.
open lines indeed.
An open line. Anyway, so how are you today?
I'm good. I haven't called y'all in a while.
I know, we've missed you.
Yeah, I had something going on every day last week.
Wow.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, yes. I mean, it's not really anything worth talking about. I've had something going on every day last week.
Well, that's okay. That keeps you busy, keeps you going.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
How much rain did you guys get? A lot?
Oh, a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, at least my basement wasn't flooded.
Oh, that's
Well,
good.
That's
today I
good.
woke up and it's finally not raining. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Yeah. But everything's kind of soaked right now.
Yeah. More rain to come.
More rain to come,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Looking forward to it. I like a good rain. I like a good rain, on the wet, soaky ground.
Good thing it
Was
wasn't
it
raining
raining
for
on
you
you
this
while
morning.
you were changing the tires last night?
Luckily it didn't, and luckily it didn't rain while I was driving my bike this morning either. But
Do you drive a bike or do you ride a bike?
did I say drive? I ride a
Yeah.
bike. I'm driving my bike. It's got a motor on it. It's 3-speed, 3-cylinder motor. No.
Yeah. So you have a scooter, basically.
No. It's
it's a bike.
mechanical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Rode
red.
it 7 miles.
Yeah.
Which is probably not that impressive. I'm not a bicyclist kind of guy,
No, but when it probably was still a little bit dark when you left.
It was dark, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't even see. No, I'm kidding.
Do you have a safety light? Did you have a headlight?
Yeah, I had a headlight and a little reflector as well. So no, we were good on that front.
Is it a Western Flyer? Your bike?
The bike? It's I don't think so.
Oh,
Is that a model of a bike?
What, the Western Flyer is a model. yeah,
Okay.
or
A brand?
Brand.
Oh, got you. No, it's a. Oh man, a Champion? Is that a brand?
I guess.
Okay.
If you say so.
It's like a 80s bike, I think, from the 80s or something like that. Maybe the
John
90s.
is going to pick on you for riding your bike to work.
Well, I kind of told Chris this morning before we hopped on air. I was like, the reason why I didn't ask John to come and fill in for me is because he would hold that over my head for the rest of my life, and I don't have the time for that. So,
All right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right.
Well, we get it.
We've got some business to do.
Please tell John when he comes in to look for the bike, because I want to hear him pick on Noah for
Well,
riding
it's
his
right
bike
there in the
to work.
hallway. You can't miss it.
Yep. It's right there in the hallway. Yep.
So anyway, I was wondering about it when I came in.
Yeah.
Why it was there, and I was totally surprised it was Noah's bike, but it is. And nice bike it is.
Indeed.
Indeed.
It was
Yeah.
Noah, remember the night that it snowed and John slept at the station?
I thought about doing that, and I had the option, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna pull a John. I'm gonna go home and lay in my own bed and
Right.
rest for 2.5 hours just to wake up again. Would have it been better to sleep at the station? Now that's a great question. Who's to say? But I got some good, much
Later
needed.
today, you'll be interviewing the guy and you'll fall asleep in the middle.
That's very likely to happen, actually. Yeah.
No, I'll make sure that he has a double espresso.
Somebody needs to have a stick that's standing far away to just poke me when I start falling asleep during the interview.
yeah.
Just keep me awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A hickory stick.
A hickory stick. There you go.
There you go. They're nice and tough.
All right.
All right. Well, we certainly we've got to take a break, but if you want to call back and talk some more after we're finished with our break, then you're welcome to. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Take a good.
No problem.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. All right. You may call back, and we would, of course, welcome that. So anyway, but it is 8:34. So we've got some business to take care of, like the weather forecast. That is brought to you by Collins Clearing and Grading. They're located at 2113 Cumberland Road in Farmville.
Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading has been helping to build Southside and Central Virginia since 1960, providing all excavation, general contracting, and hauling needs. 5 miles north of Farmville, 2113 Cumberland Road, at the intersection of 45 and Range Tavern Road. Call 392-6010 or stop by Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading.
Your forecast for Southside and Central Virginia. We'll go ahead and get into the detailed forecast here. For today, we'll see a slight chance of showers between 1 and 2 p.m., then a chance of some showers and thunderstorms after 2 o'clock this afternoon. Mostly cloudy with a high near 76 degrees. Chance of precipitation is at 40%. For tonight, we'll see a chance of showers and thunderstorms before 2 a.m., then a slight chance of showers between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. I hope you're keeping up with this. Mostly cloudy with a low around 63 degrees. Chance of precipitation, again, is at 40%. For Friday, showers and thunderstorms. Those storms could be severe. That's mainly after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'll make sure I get to the grocery store before that. Look for a high near 78 degrees with an 80% chance of that happening. For Friday night, showers and thunderstorms before 11 p.m., then a chance of showers between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. Look for a low around 55 degrees with that chance at 80%. Now, for Saturday, we'll see a slight chance of showers between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m., then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 p.m. That chance is at 30%. Now, it will be breezy. We'll have a west wind in there from 8 to 13 miles per hour with gusts as high as 21 miles per hour on Saturday. We could see a high near 76 degrees. On Saturday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 p.m., then clearing out with a low around 50. Now, Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 76. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low of 54. And for Monday, sunshine with a high near 76 degrees. I believe we'll get into seeing some 80s probably by Tuesday of next week. So we'll probably get back up there under with some normal temperatures. We have relative humidity at 90%. Our barometer is rising now at 30.11 inches. We can expect about 1/10 of an inch of rain for today. Our winds are light from the south-southwest. We had a low this morning of 55 degrees. We're currently cloudy and 61 degrees. So that is your forecast for Southside and Central Virginia. This forecast presented to you by Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading. Give them a call at 434-392-6010. All right, we've got our birthdays and perhaps anniversaries coming up for you. The birthday calendar is sponsored at this time by Creative Electrical Contractors, located at 1907 East 3rd Street in Farmville.
Creative Electrical Contractors specializes in commercial and industrial projects and offers quality work at competitive prices. CEC is a licensed Class A contractor in Virginia and North Carolina. Creative Electrical Contractors has been in business for 25 years, still committed to the values that were established when the company opened in 1998. Integrity, quality workmanship, and timely delivery. CEC, located at 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville. You can contact CEC at 434-392-3802 or at creative-electrical.com.
Okay, we've got our birthday music up and running, and we've got Noah Massage in here to tell us who's celebrating for today. Noah, who is celebrating?
Yes, well, thank you, Chris, for that introduction. And celebrating today, May 29th, we have one birthday. But
Just one birthday.
Just one birthday.
Well, it's an important one.
So we have on the birthday list, we have Diana Fernley celebrating a birthday.
Okay.
So that's the one birthday that we have on the list
That's
for
all.
today. That's it.
Okay.
That's all.
Tell them how we can
Sure.
get those names.
Of course, they can call in 434-394-0924. They can also email us at birthdays@wflo.net, or they can go to our website under the on-air mentions page and submit birthdays and anniversaries directly from our website. Chris, back to you.
All right. The birthday calendar brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors. If it's not right, they'll make it right. Once again, give them a call, 434-392-2802. And we wish everybody celebrating out there, whether it's a birthday or an anniversary, we hope that you have a marvelous day today. Marvelous. Anyway, it's 8:41. Open lines again at 434-0924. Let's check out some celebrity birthdays for this Thursday, the 29th day of May. Danny Elfman. He's a composer, and I play some of his music on my Sunday show. Mm-hmm. He's a wonderful composer and has a great orchestra as well. He turned 72 today, and his father, or excuse me, his brother Richard is a director.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
Also, singer LaToya Jackson is 68 today.
Okay.
She once appeared as a record executive on 90210. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see who else is celebrating here. Annette Bening turns 67, and she, of course, she narrated the 2024 documentary Behind the Lines. She's also married to, I'll remember in just a little bit. Anyway, we've got another caller.
We do indeed.
And so we'll take that. Good morning, you're on the Call Flo Show.
Hi, I'm calling from Farmville Health and Rehab, and I sent in a birthday notice to the wrong email address.
Oh, okay.
For today. One of our residents wanted to do a birthday notice for one of our employees, and he has been sitting outside our door with the radio playing, and he's so disappointed. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
What's his name?
But Charles Hoffman is the resident, and he'd like to wish a very happy birthday to our employee, Mandy Garceau.
Mandy Garceau, G-A-R-S...
Garceau.
C-E-A-U. All right, Mandy Garceau. All right, Charles. I hope that we didn't
disappoint you
too much. And we certainly will pass along that birthday wish to Mandy Garceau. That's great.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Very much appreciated.
You're very, very welcome. I hope she has a great day. And Charles, we hope you have a great day too. Take care.
We appreciate it.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye. All right. Out there at the Health and Rehab Center.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if, I guess Charles and Mandy are good friends.
I'm sure.
I would think so. Yeah. Okay. All right. The number to call, 434-394-0924. Our lines are
phone
open.
Lines, indeed.
Again.
Indeed. Chris, let me ask you, before we get back into the birthdays, do you got any plans this weekend? You going to be shindigging it up?
I am going to be shindigging it up on Sunday.
Oh.
A bunch of my friends that I play tennis with and bridge with are going to over to St. Teresa's for a tea on Sunday.
Wow.
A tea,
okay.
yes, at 2:00.
Is it for like a special event or something?
It's. I think it's something that they do annually.
Okay, wow.
And so I was invited, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, Chris. What's your favorite like go-to tea? Don't say Earl Grey. I mean, it's okay if it is.
No. Yeah. It's another brand.
Chamomile?
No, it's got some cinnamon in it and cloves and.
Oh, was it
I can't think of the
Celestial
name of
season or
no, it's not Celestial either.
Celestial, yeah.
Yeah, but it's got kind of a cinnamon.
Apple cinnamon, like
it's kind of like that.
Like a pumpkin cinnamon.
Yeah, I'll think of it in just a few minutes, probably.
Yeah,
just like Anyway, no, I've started thinking about drinking some hot tea.
Yeah.
About 30 minutes or so before I go to bed, like a Celestial.
Yeah, something without the caffeine.
Without the caffeine in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a sleepy time tea. That stuff is amazing, by the way. That's
yeah, because I'm having some problems sleeping.
Yeah, you were telling me you didn't sleep well last night. You got like 1.5 hours of sleep.
Maybe.
So worse than me, actually.
Yeah,
wow, that's terrible.
I looked at the clock, and
we are on hard times here. You and me.
It was 12:15, and it was 2:15.
I know what it feels like.
Yeah, but
it's almost like you roll over. You know how you kind of roll over a couple of times. It's like it feels like you roll over and you're like laying on your side, and then you roll over again, and it's like time to wake up, and you're like, It just rolled over. I just rolled over. Why is it time to wake up now? It feels like no time passes. Mm-hmm. Like I love dreaming because dreaming at least makes it feel.
I did have a dream. I do remember that.
Oh, do you want to share?
No.
We don't want to. You don't want to do the.
No, I don't want to.
I still think about your dream that you told me about It's like a puzzle, jigsaw puzzle that that turned into a vehicle. You were telling me a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then like a clown was in it or something.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, a jester.
Oh no, it was a bank. It was
a bank. Yes,
it was a.
With jigsaw puzzle pieces inside of it.
Yeah.
Once you assemble the pieces, turns into a vehicle.
Yeah, right. Well,
sounds like something out of I don't know, like a Twilight Zone.
Yeah, you put a coin in there and it would spit out a jigsaw puzzle.
That might be the most expensive jigsaw puzzle ever. If you're, a quarter per piece.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't a car. It was kind of like a, I don't know. It may have turned into a real car, but the transition was.
But it was like a 1950s, right? Kind of like old school, kind
boxy
of,
type,
boxy. Hey, do you remember? But did you hear about like when car manufacturers, I guess, used to put record players like maybe they did it for a few vehicles, not like a lot, but there was a couple of cars back in the 50s.
What, a Bentley?
A couple of they had record players
Royce?
in like the dashboard area, and it had like a stabilizer so it wouldn't scratch.
Never ever heard of that.
It's insane. I saw some photos and I was like, this has got to be made up. It's true. A couple of cars had that feature. Imagine spinning records while you're driving on the highway.
Yeah, that's pretty
Tell me how that
distracted.
works. Yeah. You got to cue it up and
driving,
trying to put you flip the side and, in front of traffic.
I see John crossing the road.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. He always looks very menacing, like,
No,
crossing the road.
Yeah, he's crossing the road with all of his snacks.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. John, for the people who are not in the know or who don't work here and just like don't know what John looks like, he constantly walks around with this like Food Lion bag with like all the snacks in it.
He's wearing a red shirt.
Great. Great.
Yeah.
But it's like it's almost like a hobo's like stick sack, that thing.
Yeah.
That's like John's version of that.
Oh, I see.
A little bit. A little bit. Just a little bit. I'm not saying it's exactly like that, but.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know. John.
Hey, John.
Hey, John.
Hey, John.
Come here a minute.
Hey.
Hey.
Good morning.
Did you
I like
hear?
how this came resurrected back.
Yeah.
Did you hear how Noah got to work this morning?
Yes, he biked his way.
Yeah.
I biked my way.
When did you get here?
6:30, right on time. So.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Then I have nothing to worry about. Could have called me.
Oh no, I
heard all.
You hold it over my head. Yeah, there we go again. Yeah, if I did call him, it would be a nightmare. It would be a nightmare.
Yeah. Well.
No, it wouldn't.
You couldn't call me because I was running late anyway.
It was midnight, so I am not going to bother you at midnight, and I don't want you to find out in the morning. Also, I don't know what time you wake up, so
but he's,
in the morning.
He's your buddy. He's your friend.
I didn't want to rely on, I didn't want to be like throw this big thing at John at midnight, be like, hey, can you cover for me? I know it's 1:00 in the morning. Can you do it?
I suggested you just stayed here.
Yeah. I didn't want to do that. I
know. I heard all about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to tough it out and do the things
that you don't want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to tough it out. You got to soldier through it.
Well, I did that this morning.
Yeah, you did.
So,
well, good for you.
But, yeah.
All right.
John, you got any plans for the week?
I'm going to bike my way to work.
Bike your way to work? Okay, great plans.
No, I don't have any plans for the weekend.
Okay.
I do, but...
You're just not going to tell them. You're not going to say it. What they are.
Celebrating a birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there you go.
Your birthday is
not my birthday, no.
Is it Mandy's birthday?
Yes.
Oh, all right. So what you guys going to do? You going to take her to dinner?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's nice. You're going to buy her some roses?
Well, I've been doing that. And
oh, really?
Roses don't last very long.
No, they don't. Yeah. But,
it's the thought that counts.
Maybe some jewelry?
Oh, I don't know. Well, nothing too fancy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that's all right.
Just different
Dinner's
various
fine.
types thing. I don't want to give it away.
Oh, don't give it away. No,
No.
because she might be listening.
She might.
She might listen to the
Or
podcast
someone
and all that.
knows her me.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
That's right.
Might
So let's keep
pass
it a
that along.
surprise.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
I
Can't wait till Monday.
That's very exciting. Did you already buy it, John, or is it on the way?
Most of it, yes.
Most of it. So it's like
It's like Christmas all over
maybe
again.
John bought her the parts of, I don't know, like a bike that she can assemble on her own time. I don't know. Yeah. That's actually a great gift.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, John's a great gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. That was awful sweet of you.
It's very nice. All right.
John's the gift. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be my
Some
excuse
brownie points.
for Katie when her birthday comes around. I'm going to be like, I got you myself. What more could you want? I'm right here. Yeah. There you go.
All right. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. We
Open
got
phone lines still.
open lines. It's still 434-394-0924.
It's still in the still morning out.
Yeah, it's still
People
morning.
are still waking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not wearing headphones. You're wearing
Earbuds. Yeah, little earbuds.
Yeah, they look better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I like these are my personal earbuds that I use daily.
Yeah.
I like them.
I do too. I prefer earbuds to headphones. Headphones mess up your hair.
Yeah, in your ears too.
Oh, do they?
It could be uncomfortable.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have bacteria. They can get bacteria in there.
Especially
infection in your wax and
especially John's pair of headphones. Sorry, okay. I had to go there. No, it's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, so sounds good, Chris. I'm looking forward to hear how that went Sunday, the little tea
thing?
get together.
Okay.
That's gonna be exciting. Do you have the I have these at my house. And I like them. I use them from time to time, but it's like it's like these metal little tea container, that you put the tea leaves in.
Oh yeah,
they're
it's
metal.
a strainer.
Yeah, strainer, and you drop them in the. You have a couple of those.
Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah, those are nice, especially if you buy individual bags of just the tea leaves.
The tea, right? Yeah. Do you think that there's a difference in the taste?
I feel like there is. It's more coarse, if that makes sense. Like it's not like I'm drinking the tea leaves, but like I feel like more gets through than a tea bag.
Okay. All right.
If that
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not really a tea drinker.
Yeah.
But I thought Monday I was so cold, and I was thinking, gee, a glass or a cup of hot tea would be great. But I was too lazy to get up and fix it.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
It's either you're either like a tea drinker or a coffee drinker. That's it. You have the two to choose from.
Hot cocoa.
Yeah, but you don't. How many people do you know that drink hot cocoa every morning?
Every morning
for
I have no
as a
idea.
substitute
Maybe somebody
for coffee.
out there does.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, be a chocolate lover. And,
yeah. Call in if you know anybody like that, and then report them to the police, because that should be illegal now.
All right.
All right.
Well, let's see here. Rupert.
Mm-hmm.
Rupert Everett. He's an actor. He turned 66 today. He appeared in an episode of Emily in Paris as a design firm owner.
Oh.
So that's that. Actress Laverne Cox turns 53 today, and she's originally from Mobile, Alabama.
Oh.
Riley Coe, Ceough, or maybe it's Koff, turns 36. Riley is her middle name. Her first name is Danielle. Danielle Riley.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's see who else here. Lorelei Linklater, not Linkletter, but Linklater.
Linklater, okay.
She turns 32 today.
Mm-hmm.
She had a small part as a young spy in Spy Kids 2. Mm. All right, here we go with the good stuff. Actor Anthony Geary of General Hospital is 78. Singer Rebby Jackson is 75. Actor Ted Levine, or Levine, whichever, is of Monk and the Silence of the Lambs is 68. We mentioned Annette Bening, she's 67. Actor Adrian Paul of TV's The Highlander turns 66. Singer Melissa Etheridge is 64 today. Guitarist Noel Gallagher of Oasis is 58. Let's see who else we can mention here. Guitarist Mark Lee of Third Day is 52. Cartoonist Aaron Magruder of the Boondocks is 51. Singer Melanie Brown, Scary Spice of the Spice Girls, is 50 today. Rapper Playa Poncho is 50. Singer Fonseca, or no, it's not right. Singer Fonseca, singer. Oh, there we go. 46. Actor right. Justin Chon of Deception and Dr. Ken is 44. Actor Billy Flynn of Days of Our Lives is 40. And that's about it.
Okay, that's a decent list.
That's a decent list, yeah. Our time is 8:56. Still time for you to give us a call here on this Thursday, May the 29th edition of the Call Flo Radio Show at 434-394-0924. Yeah. All right, well, Noah, do you have any plans for the weekend?
I do, and I don't. I got a couple of things maybe doing, but nothing too big, nothing too major. Just some editing work and
buying some tires.
Well, I'm getting that done right now. I have a friend who I sent out to do a little, favor for me. He owed me one, so. And so, anyways, yeah, I'm getting that done. Probably looking for a used car. That's, and I know this isn't the trading post, but if you want to open up those doors, if anybody knows, if you know a friend who has a Toyota Corolla or like a Honda Civic, relatively low miles, decent maintenance, 130, 140. Yeah, give me a call, please. I'll even give out my private phone number. I'm kind of desperate here. I don't know if you could tell by the sound of my voice, but
no, we don't want to put any more mileage on the bicycle.
No, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Or my thighs. I haven't worked my what are those? Not the quads, but the quads.
Quads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were burning this morning, Chris.
I'm sure they were.
I thought I caught on fire. I thought somebody maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was hot, So yeah.
That's good.
But I feel
that's getting the blood circulation
much needed
in there.
Cardiovascular exercise that I'm not doing enough of, or I haven't been recently. So yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you'll start riding your bike a little bit more.
The once a week, who knows? Maybe.
Yeah. Not here, but right around the neighborhood.
Yeah. It's hard to ride at Worsham because you leave the apartment complex and then it's immediately people going 1,000 miles an hour onto that Sydney road.
On that back road, and that's a dangerous road.
It's a dangerous road because nobody's looking for pedestrians.
Well, that's true. That's
Yeah.
that's an added risk there.
Yeah.
So
me on my goofy bike going 10 miles an hour being like, hey, how you doing? Ringing my bell. It's like
well, at
people.
least you're riding in the right
Yeah.
direction. You're riding with the traffic.
Yes. Yeah. It's yeah.
So that's one of my pet peeves.
When people ride
When
against
people
traffic.
are walking
Yeah.
towards you
Sure.
on the wrong side of the lane.
Yeah,
In fact,
that's
when
I
they're
don't like that
coming
either.
toward you, or riding a bicycle.
The worst part about riding with traffic, though, is your life could end and you won't even see it coming if somebody's just like, "Whoa, there's pedestrian."
Well, I think that would be better.
Well, I guess, but I would like a little notice,
At least you have to know.
Even if the Grim Reaper came by and he was like, "Hey, in 5 minutes somebody's gonna run you over," I would be like, "Okay, at least I'm aware that might happen." But I don't want to just be totally surprised, Chris.
All right. All right, we have time for one quick call here. I mean, we are right at 9:00, so you're on the air.
Is this the Trading Post hotline?
Yeah, but we got to say goodbye. We have to say.
If you knew the Grim Reaper was going to run you over, wouldn't you run and hide so he couldn't?
I wouldn't. I would appreciate him being very forward with me, being like, Noah, your time is, you got like 5 minutes and some change left. I would appreciate his forwardness, and I would be like, okay, well, if he says so.
Make the best of it, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Talk to us tomorrow, okay?
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Thanks, and have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Chris.
Okay.
Well, I already had a Red Bull this morning, but I'm going to probably run and get some coffee, I think.
Oh, yeah, get a double espresso. Absolutely. You deserve it. All right. That's it for the Call Flo Show for today. It's been fun, and we thank our callers and our listeners as well. We love you, and we'll be talking at you tomorrow.